Today we're taking a look at the conditional statement in section 3.3, and we're going to work some sample problems on pages 107 through 109. So if you're using the online textbook, you may want to print those pages 107, 108, and 109. Starting with number 2, directions say rewrite each statement using the if-then connective. Number 2 says it must be alive if it is breathing. All we need to do there is move the if portion to the front. If it is breathing, then it must be alive. Okay, let's go down to 6. Every picture tells a story. So if it is a picture, then it tells a story. Okay. Number 8, no guinea pigs are scholars. So if it is a guinea pig, then it is not a scholar. Okay, let's move to the next group. Decide whether each statement is true or false. If the consequent of a conditional statement is true, then the conditional statement is true. So what we're talking about is the consequent being true. So those would be our two cases. If true, then true is true. If false, then true is also true. So end response is true. Let's go to 16. The statements, if it flies, then it's a bird, and it does not fly or it's a bird, are logically equivalent. So if P, then Q, doesn't fly or it's a bird, are logically equivalent, and that turns out to be true. We can show that with a truth table. Let's see, I'm going to do a quickie truth table here. P, Q, not P or Q. So we have 4 cases. Negating P, we get false, false, true, true. Okay, if P, then Q would be true, 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 and oops, this is the false one. Got going too fast there. If true, then false is false. If false, then true. If false, then false. Okay. Negating P or Q, so false or true is true, false or false is false, true or true is true, and true or false is true. So we can see they are equivalent. So that one's true. All right, let's go down to 22. It says tell whether each conditional is true or false. Okay, so false implies 4 is not equal to 8. So false, if false, then true is true. So just replace this part with its truth value. Okay, let's do one more of those. Let's look at 26. 5 equals 12 minus 7. If that, then 9 is greater than 0. Alright, so that one's true, and that one's true, so the end result would also be true. Alright, in the next group we're to express these symbolic statements in words. And we'll just do one of these. We're told that S represents she has a bird for a pet. P represents he trains dogs. And M represents they raise alpacas. So we have a compound antecedent here. If she has a bird for a pet, she has a bird for a pet, and he trains dogs, then, and our M is they raise alpacas. Okay. Let's go to 34. We're to do these symbolically. B represents I ride my bike. S represents it snows. P represents the play is canceled. So if it snows, if it snows, then the play, then I ride my bike. Then B. Alright, 38. We'll do one more of these. I ride my bike, or if the play is canceled, then it snows. Okay, I ride my bike, or if the play is canceled, then it snows. Okay. Alright, next we're to find the truth value. Let's start with 42. Assume that P and R are both false and that Q is true. So in 42 we have not P implies not R. So not P would be not false, and not R would be also not false. So if true, then true would be true. Okay, let's go down to 46. Not Q implies R. Okay, so not Q would be not true. If not true, then false. If false, then false would be true. And let's do one last one. Let's do 48. Not P, not R rather, not R, or P. If that, then P. Alright, so not false or true. If that, then true. Not R, not false, or P is true. So not false would be true or true. If true, then true. I'm getting a true, although the book says false. Let me make sure I've copied everything. Not R, which would be a not false, or false. True or false is still a true. Would be true or false. Implies, that should be a false. True implies false would be false. Okay. Alright, so I just had the wrong truth value. P was false, not true. Okay, so true or false is true. but if true, then false would be a false. Okay, let's go to a truth table, and let's do number 60.